Now, as I mentioned, first of all, the previous question you saw the denominator which was factored, and there were two discrete roots, -1 and -3. In this case, you can see the denominator has two multiple roots which are located at the origin. So this is our Laplace domain, this is our real number, and this is our imaginary number. Usually we call real number as sigma, imaginary number as j, omega d. We will learn about the root locus and what we call um, the time response, transience response specification later on. But let's focus on this question: how to find out the inverse Laplace when you have two multiple roots at any location on the real axis. Okay, now in order to find out the answer for this one, you will write down the question here and you will do the expansion. So the way you will do that, so suppose this is a a1 over s square, you have to have another coefficient of s. This is how you will write it down. Okay, so how would you find out a1 and a2? So let us do this method. If you multiply the whole equation, multiply both sides by s square and evaluate at s square equals at s equals to 0. So let's do this. 6s plus 3 is a1 plus a2s. Evaluate s equals to 0. So evaluate at s equal to 0. So what do you get? On the left hand side it is 3, it is equal to a1. Correct? For the next coefficient, in order to find out the next coefficient, what you will do, you will differentiate, you will multiply both sides by s square, and then differentiate. This is important. Left hand side with respect to s and evaluate at s equals 0. So let's do this. 6s plus 3 and differentiate it, and then evaluate it equals 0. This will give you coefficient a2. If you do the math here, what is the differential here? So the coefficient, it is a2 equals to 6. because if you do the differentials you get 6 and you don't have s anymore, so a2 equals to 6. You will plug it in over here. I will show you one more method so you can use either method here. So I'm going to plug it in over here. A1 is what, 3 over s squared. A2 is what, 6 over s. So if you take inverse Laplace on both sides, so this is my f of s. Okay, if you take inverse Laplace, this becomes f of t, and inverse Laplace of this one you have to look at the table. So this is the closest form. So if you take the inverse Laplace, you get t over here. So if you have 3 over s squared, you take the inverse Laplace, you get 3t. And for this part, if you take the inverse Laplace, you have to look at the table. This is the closest form. So if you see that this is unit step, so the answer is 60 or 6 only.